The Ninth East Turkestan General Assembly was conducted in Washington, D.C. in November 2023, with primary focus on strategizing legal measures to address China's ongoing genocide against Uyghurs, Kazakhs, Kyrgyz, and other Turkic peoples. Under the pretext of combating religious extremism and terrorism, Chinese authorities in Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region have intensified persecution of Uyghurs, Kazakhs, Kyrgyz, and other majority Muslim ethnic groups since the passage of the Regulation on De-Extremification in 2017. The abuses include arbitrary detentions, repressive campaigns, forced labor, coercive birth control measures, and cultural destruction. There are about 12 million Uyghurs, mostly Muslim, living in Xinjiang, which is officially known as Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. The Uyghurs speak their own language, which is similar to Turkish, and see themselves as culturally and ethnically close to Central Asian nations. They make up less than half of the Xinjiang population. Recent decades have seen a mass migration of Han Chinese, China ethnic majority into Xinjiang, allegedly orchestrated by the state to dilute the minority population there. China has also been accused of targeting Muslim religious figures and banning religious practices in the region, as well as destroying mosques and tombs. Uyghur activists say they fear that the group's culture is under threat of erasure. Xinjiang lies in the northwest of China and is the country's largest region. Over a million Uyghurs mainly have been arbitrarily detained in re-education facilities since 2017. Reports of rape, sexual abuse and torture in these facilities have emerged. Approximately 1 lakh Uyghurs are subjected to conditions suggestive of forced labor with implications for global supply chains, including the solar panel industry. The governments of Canada, the United Kingdom, the United States, and the European Union have sanctioned Chinese officials and taken steps to ban goods linked to Uyghur forced labor. The US implemented the Uyghur Forced Labor Prevention Act in 2022. The Chinese government has imposed increased restrictions on religious practice, detained religious figures, engaged in mass surveillance, and systematically destroyed cultural heritage, including mosques and pilgrimage sites. In January 2021, the US formally accused China of committing genocide and crimes against humanity. Subsequent recognitions by various countries, including Belgium, Canada, the European Union, and the UK, support the characterization of the situation in Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region as genocide and or crimes against humanity. In October 2022, Canada, on behalf of 50 countries, expressed grave concern at the United Nations General Assembly about human rights in Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. In November 2022, the United Nations Committee on the Elimination of Racial Discrimination referred the situation to the UN Office on Genocide Prevention. The persecution, including arbitrary detentions, forced labor, and cultural destruction, likely constitutes crimes against humanity. Acts prohibited under the Genocide Convention are also apparent, including measures preventing births and causing serious harm to the targeted group. Dangerous rhetoric, widespread discrimination, and systematic violence against Uyghurs pose significant risks. Policies affecting reproductive rights, destruction of property, and cultural symbols further contribute to the severity of the situation. The government of China is urged to release arbitrarily detained individuals, cease coercive birth control practices, halt cultural destruction, and repeal the regulation of de-extremification. Recommendations by the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights should be implemented. At the United Nations Human Rights Council, member states should reintroduce a resolution to debate the High Commissioner's report. The Organization of Islamic Cooperation and Muslim majority countries should advocate for an end to persecution. All United Nations member states should ban goods tied to forced labor in China. The international community must continue monitoring and addressing ongoing human rights abuses in Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. Comment, share, and subscribe to my channel.